Hello guys and welcome to Programs and Me YouTube channel. In this Python programming video series, next let's talk about print function. Program is the set of instruction given to the computer to perform particular task, right? And the data provided by the user during the program's execution is called as input, and the data that the program displays to the user is called as output. And to display the output in Python programming language, we'll use this print function. Python print function prints the message to the screen or any other standard output device. While writing the program, user will provide some data and that data is called as input. And after executing that program, we'll get output, that is the result, and that result is called as output. And in Python programming language, to display the output, we'll use print function. Today, let's see how to use print function in different ways. So first, let's talk about print function syntax. For syntax, I'll use Python documentation. Just use help and print, and here you can see the information about print function. It is a built-in function, and here you can see the syntax. Right, you need to write print, open parenthesis and closed parenthesis. Inside that we have different parameters. What this print function will do, it will print the value to output screen, standard output. Okay, next let's talk about its parameter. First one is args, or we can say values. It can accept multiple objects such as string, numbers, list, etc. And here you can pass any number of values. It can be 0, 1 or more than 1. We'll use print function like this without using any values. This is also valid. Or you can take different values, multiple values, like something like this. And you can have any type of value. This is a string literal, this is a number, this is a string. So this is about the first parameter, argument. And also when we use print function in Python, the value provided is corrected to string before being printed. As I said, you can give any type of value here, but this print function will convert that to string and it will print that to screen. This is about first parameter. And the next parameter is separator. It is the string inserted between values. Default value is space. When we have multiple arguments like this, here space is inserted between the values, right? That is the default value. You can change that. For that you need to use separator parameter. If you want to separate these values using comma, you can just take like this. And if I enter now, here you can see values are separated using comma. Separator parameter define a string that is inserted between the objects. When multiple objects are printed, default value of separator is space. You can change it to any other string like this. And the next parameter is end. Default value is /n. It is the string appended after the last value. Default value is new line. This end parameter specifies what to print at the end of the line. Default value is /n, that is the new line. Okay, now what it will do is, after printing this string, it will add /n, that is the new line, to the text, so that after printing hello world, control will go to the next line and it will print this message in the next line. If I save this and execute this, here you can see hello world, welcome to the programs and me in different lines, right? You can change that by using end parameter. If you want to change the value to space, it will print both the string in the same line like this. Hello world, welcome to programs and me. Then control will go to the next line, because here in this print function end value is /n. End parameter controls what is printed at the end of the output in the print function. Default value is /n. You can change it to any string. Next parameter is file. When we write our program, we'll get the output, right? We'll print that output to console or standard output by default. But if you want to write the output to a file, then you can do that using this parameter. For example, here I have a program, okay? And if I save this program and execute this. So it will print the output here to this output screen. This is called as console or output screen. So it will print output here. But I don't want to print output here. I want to write this output to a file. We can do that using file parameter. Okay, for that what we need to do is, first we need to open a file. Okay, I'll save that file in the desktop. We need to open the file in the write mode. Then here the default value of file is none in the print function. Now here use this file. We'll take this file as file name. So here you need to take that. If you do this, Control S, save and execute now. Here you can see, can't see any other output. Here we can only see start, end, OK. That is because it will print this message to output screen, this also to output screen, this also to output screen. Here we are redirecting our output to a file, this file. So it will write that output to this file. So here if you see in the desktop, here you can see that file. Here this file was created in the desktop. Here you can see, and here you can see the output. This file parameter allows us to specify where the output should be directed. Default value is standard output, that is the console. You can redirect the output to file like this. Create a file and take that file name here. And the next parameter is flush. Default value is false. Whether to forcibly flush the stream. Okay, what is this? Flush parameter is used to control whether the output is immediately returned to the screen or buffered for later display. If I take flush is false, it is the default value. Output may be buffered. If flush is true, force the output to immediately flush. So let's take an example and see. Here we have our program like this. Default value of flush is false. So what it will do, it will buffer the output. So if I save this and execute now, so now here you can see it is still executing the program. So in the file you can't see any output here. I'll close this. Now execution is done. If I open this file now, here you can see the output. Here because flush is false, it won't flush the output, it will buffer the output. Now if we take flush is true, save this and execute this. Okay, now I'll open this file and here you can see it will immediately flush the output. It will write the output to the file. If I open it now, you can see full output. So when we take flush is true, it will immediately print the output. It will flush the output. But if flush is false, it will buffer the output. After completing the operation, it will print the output. This is about these 5 parameters of print function. Print function can be used to print values to the output screen or to any file. And using these different parameters, you can use the print function in different ways. First one is value. You can have 0, 1 or more than one value. And separator. To separate the multiple arguments, you can use any strings. Default value is space. End parameter, the string appended after the last value. You can change it to any other string. Default value is /n. File, you can redirect the output to any file using this parameter. Flush, you can print the output immediately or you can buffer it using this parameter. So this is about print function, that is the output function in Python programming language, and how to use it. That's it for now guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.